Can't even start now. Okay, so we literally just finished filming the 3rd episode, but we touched base on Kyle, and there's a lot of shit we want to touch base on that hasn't gotten touched base on. So, welcome to episode 4.
Another one.
Featuring the same people from episode 3, wearing, for some reason, different outfits.
Yep.
From episode 3.
Yep.
Well, you weren't supposed to say that it was the next, we could have tossed this in later.
Nah, it's all right. Now we'll just make a...
No, I mean, we look like we're wearing the same outfits. You just put a jacket on. You put a hoodie on. Kyle took a hoodie off that still looks like... I didn't even realize you took anything off. It's the same
I rolled my sleeves up.
You rolled your sleeves up and the hood disappeared.
Yeah, exactly.
I put shorts on.
Well,
Can't even tell.
A for effort, man.
I don't know what my legs look like. I have very white legs. I
Not as hairy as mine.
Yeah, you do have some hairy legs. What is it with like tall, skinny dudes being like the hairiest human beings in the world?
My chest is hairless, though.
Mine is not.
No, his is not.
Mine is not, brother. This thing is...
I got like 2 or 3 coming through. But I still got time.
Mine are around the nipples. It's just a ring around them. That's it.
The hairy Ariel. Well, there we go. There's episode 4 starting for you. So again, we've got co-hosting, of course, Deidra. We have got Cody back again.
Chody Beatwood.
Chody Beatwood with his Chody lack. And then we got Kyle.
240 Kyle.
Hello.
240 Kyle. 240 winning, driving, stunting, braking, crashing.
Yep, that's me.
Kyle.
The guy everybody hates.
Cody's getting reckless.
Sorry.
He's over here like, so let's start the podcast. Why did mine go silent? Didn't make a noise on it. It's a classy mic. I got a fancy one. Well, there's a lot of stuff we haven't touched base on. We just wanted to kind of actually have a more chill form because every episode so far we've had like a introductory. First one, me and Deidra talking about it, introducing Cody and Kyle, and this is the first time that everybody has been introduced.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just kind of get to hang out now. Just talk about whatever.
Yeah. So if you haven't watched the first 3 episodes,
You should.
Yeah.
you should probably just go watch the first 3 episodes and then watch this episode because there's probably going to be a lot of context or knowing like our relationship, friends, all that stuff.
Yeah.
You're not going to understand. But there's a topic that me and Kyle wanted to discuss that we didn't talk about in the last one. And it is a wild little situation we got to do in fun scenario. So Kyle was supposed to drive the Riverside 50K last year. Why didn't you drive that?
I blew my car up.
Oh, yeah.
This was like 2
wasn't
months
funny.
before the event, though.
I totally forgot it was already blown up then. I
Wait.
guess I offered to let you drive mine.
Can
Yeah.
you take it back and like explain what the 50K was?
Okay. So yeah, people probably don't know. So the 50K event, basically what it was is Riverside Drift held a drift event with a total cash payout of $50,000, which is,
Insane.
yeah.
Insane.
I was going to win.
You were gonna win. You were gonna win.
Kyle's going to take out the likes of Adam LZ.
LZ
and
ain't got a chance.
he's about to take out the whole Pro 1
Yeah.
and Pro Spec circuit real
Yep.
quick.
Nobody can beat the SR.
Should have drove my SR.
I should have.
Showed him what like 240 horsepower Fury does to a
I would have won.
315 powered LZ car.
Oh, yeah.
That thing looked ridiculous, by the way.
It was insane.
People can hate on like how it looks, this, that, or the other.
It works.
I watched another podcast where they trash on how it looked.
It's
Thing-
ugly, but it works.
It's ugly, but it works. It looks
It
good.
does. That's what drifting is. Competition drifting is about winning.
We did the whole thing where we made cars look like, oh, it looks so great. It's this. And like, I love a good looking car, a good looking low car.
Yeah,
But you got to make that thing function.
you do.
And with as much power he has,
It's all function. There's
you
no
got to hook her
style.
up, baby.
There's no style there.
But dive into that. Riverside threw a drift event, $50,000 payout. Kyle was supposed to drive it, didn't drive it. But we already had the time off. We already planned to go. We were excited to go. So we're like, whatever. We'll go and just watch the event. I keep breathing loud into this. I'm like,
I think we all
like a-
are.
Over here
Snarls.
chomping on a mint.
yeah, I need to have one of those and say, listen to your fire.
Episode 4 ASMR.
Yes.
We can do the
Hello. Welcome to Deidra. Don't laugh. I can't handle your voice.
I sound like Deidra.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Enough with that. This thing's too fun to play with. We're not going to do that anymore. We're totally off traffic
We
right
just
now.
lost half our viewers.
Yeah, everybody's like, and
Sorry.
what are we at? We're at 4 minutes and 35 seconds. And that's going to watch the viewership just tank at that point. It's just done. They'll be like, I thought this was an informational, really fun podcast. Who the fuck are these guys? This is us. Welcome.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hello.
Welcome to Outcast Drift Team. Hey. But, so, plan to go. No car to drive. No one. We knew a few people driving.
Yeah, a couple.
Not a lot. I mean, yeah, there was quite a few of our friends who were driving.
Yeah.
But we're chilling on Facebook. And me and Kyle are texting. We're like, all right, we're still going to this. Whatever.
Yeah.
Like, we're still doing our thing. And then, dude, me and you both, I've loved his driving since.
Oh, yeah.
His Formula Drift days. And then, clutch kickers. He has the most unfortunate luck in the world. Clutch kickers, everything paid that.
Yep.
But Brandon Whitnick, first off to say, shout out to you. Nicest dude. Most, like, hospitality ever. Made a post saying, hey, I'm going to Riverside 50K. I don't have a crew. I don't have anybody to help me. And me and Carl are like, well,
We're going to be there.
we're going to be there anyway. Let's
us
shoot him a
something to
message.
do.
And I didn't think he'd really message us back.
No, not at all.
And he sends me a DM. He's like, bro, like, if you're going to be there, seriously, that'd be life-changing. I'm like, oh.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like, dude, we're down. And, like, so we got a hotel. Me, Kyle, Deidra, and David.
Yes,
Yeah,
my
just-
brother David.
Yeah,
and
Deedra's
can
brother
I
David.
add, we found this hotel and it was pretty close to the track, and we were like, okay, like all like the pro drivers, like they're all gonna be staying here. Like this has to be like a really nice
It's like
hotel.
the nicer hotel in the area, we thought.
Oh yeah, definitely. No, this hotel was disgusting. It reeked like cigarette
Bro,
smoke.
housekeeping was definitely smoking cigarettes.
Yeah.
Did you ever hear about
Yeah.
this thing?
No.
So we like got this hotel. Deidra booked it, and she was like, "I got a really nice hotel." We were all talking about like
Yeah.
a really nice hotel.
Luxury.
Like, yeah,
Yep.
we're like, dang, we're gonna have like a nice room, everything like this. Because we were at the point where we're like, we'll just sleep in the fucking car.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, at a hotel, we go to check in, and we're like, bro, what the hell is that smell? We go to a room like, bro, someone's literally smoking cigarettes like in this room.
In our bathroom.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
it smelled like a wet dog.
Yeah,
We spent the
literally.
whole time and not being in the hood. We just sat in the parking lot
Exactly.
Yep.
and just chilled all night because it smelled so bad.
Paid for a parking lot.
Literally, that's what we did. We slept in a smoke-filled room. You and David got to cuddle in a
Oh,
bed.
yeah.
And
Nice and warm.
Yep.
that's a good guy to cuddle with.
It was.
Big fella, keep you cozy. But we show up to this. We didn't know what to expect. Did you?
No. Like, I've been to competitions before, but not like that.
This was like the biggest competition I've been. I keep putting my like legs up, and I got some really white knees, and I'm gonna be like showing like a lot lot. I don't need to do that. I gotta be careful wearing the
You
shorts.
need to
I
adjust the
like,
brightness on the camera.
do that white balance on my
Yeah.
thighs. No, so we show up to this. I've never been to a big comp like this, and me and Kyle were like, all right, we're just going to like help if a tire needs change, wheel needs
Oh, yeah.
change. No, dude. We show up. Brandon's like, you guys ready to get to work? I got to go to a meeting, driver's meeting. So it feels weird in the back end. Can you guys figure that out? And we're like, what? And we looked and he's like, yeah, I think something. So 5 minutes into this, it's me, you, and David, and we're like taking apart the
Yeah.
rear suspension.
We're elbows deep in an FD car. I never touched one in my life.
In a borrowed car.
Yeah, exactly.
It wasn't even
Exactly.
Brandon's car. It was,
Literally, yeah.
what's his name?
Trent.
Trent. Yeah, it was Trent's car that he was supposed to be driving the next
Like a
weekend
week later, yeah.
at FD. And us three jackasses. Again, we're pretty mechanically knowledgeable. We worked on a lot of drift cars, built
Yeah.
cars. Bro,
Not FD cars.
I don't even think I've ever really seen like a quick change like
No.
installed in a car.
I'm like, that's like 15 grand.
yeah, and he's like,
What am
I
doing?
got the extra gear just in case we need to change. We're like,
I don't know how to do that.
we'll figure that out. Me and Kyle are like looking it up on the internet, like, oh,
It's 2 gears. It can't be that hard.
no. And they're like, what was it, like a Figs engineering?
I don't even know.
It was orange.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought they spray painted it.
Did they?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know anything about that suspension. It was a JZX. I never even like touched a JZX.
Yeah. One thing I've learned is FD cars, they're just as clapped as the grassroots cars are.
Straight up.
They're like hood wrap built FD cars. Like, there's nothing special about it.
Like that car was gangster.
It was.
Like it was cool, but I was like, oh shit. Hell
It's
yeah.
like, this looks like something I would do.
But you know what? It made me feel comfortable working on it because I
It
was like,
did.
this is just as like, meh.
Like, you're not going to
felt
know
at
some
home.
idiot built this thing.
No,
Worked
legit
on
felt
it.
at home with it. Me and Kyle looked and we're like, oh. But then
Looks
again,
like my
straight
car.
up, we are not people who should be doing alignments.
No.
How far off is every time me and you do an alignment together?
I think it drove sideways.
Yeah.
Shoot, my little brother was working on this car. Like
But he was
he's
a ga- but-
he's yeah.
He was strong.
He's very big and he's very good at working on cars, but at the same time, like he's not had as much experience. So
No.
He got the strength that me and him lack.
Yeah,
yeah,
we don't have
definitely.
that. We're like-
definitely.
Little guys.
That's all I got.
Look at us. Yeah, I don't wanna-
Hey, break this bolt loose. All right, now get the hell out of the way.
Yep.
What we had to do, we're like, David,
Exactly.
please. We're not gonna be able to get this. So we did what? We did an alignment on the car. And literally went into this weekend where Brandon's like, we did an alignment and the next thing he's like, practice, and he handed us all headsets.
Yeah, we were spotters. They ain't never done that before.
Have you ever spotted?
Nope.
Do you know what you're supposed to do as a spotter?
Kind of.
Kind
No,
of?
Kind of, but not really.
No, I have no
I'd
idea.
be lost.
I figured it's just you did good, you did bad. That's all it was.
That's literally how it was. I remember like he goes, he's like, how'd I do? I was like, you're a little shallow on outer zone 3. And he goes, which one's outer zone 3? I'm like, the third? The third one? And
Nobody gave me any instructions.
he's like, all right. I mean, it worked out. Brandon's like, yo, you guys killed it. Like, I think it's because we just kept it simple and we weren't trying to be like everybody else. We're like, we're listening to all these other spotters.
Really technical about it.
Bro, yeah, listening to everybody else. Like, we're sitting next to like LZ's team.
Yeah.
We had like all these big FT, like Dan's team, like all these guys next to us. Legit. And we're like, you should probably try to be a little deeper there. Where? I don't know, the one towards the end.
Literally.
And I mean, we did spotted for it. That was
It worked.
dude, it was just an all around crazy weekend. We went from spotting and unfortunately the weekend he killed it. He did good his runs.
Oh, yeah.
That car was definitely needed some upkeep.
On top of that, too, the weather was so unpredictable that weekend.
Mm-hmm.
It went from like torrential downpours to like bright and sunny to like
Hot.
yeah, super hot to like cold. Like it was so unpredictable, like on the track and just like weather in general.
Do you remember when he smacked the wall and he's like, help us pull the bash bar with his truck? And me and you were like, just keep going, fucking ripped.
I remember as soon as he hit the wall, he gets out. He's like, grab the camera.
I know. Well, even before that, with the first time when he hit the back of the car on the wall, and we're over there with his truck trying to pull the bar, and we're like, just and the whole bar just like yeets off the car.
The welds break.
So we're over here like ghetto welding a bash bar back to this car. But then it had an unfortunate turn.
Yeah.
Wheel fell off, which I am still to this day baffled by. And even Brandon backed it on that end because wheels got put on the car.
Yeah.
He put on a really grippy tire.
Oh, yeah. Like 200 treadwear Valinos.
Yeah, they were. And they were a little bit of wear, but weren't they on like 2 different size wheels too?
2 different size tires.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
But he was riding on like scrubs half the event. I'm like, same.
Whatever. Same thing.
With
same
like
way.
10 psi.
Yeah,
I do the same thing though, but
that was gripped up.
It looked crazy.
Yeah, he did that entry in practice, and that wheel.
the car's fast.
Yeah, and that wheel just went by.
Oh yeah. It's like as soon as he hit second, that wheel was like,
I didn't know what I was like. I have a video where I'm filming the run, and it was like a 14-minute long video.
Yeah.
Because I just like dropped my phone and I ran over. I literally go running over to Brandon, make sure he's okay. He's like, grab my fucking camera. I'm like, what is it? Grab the camera. I'm like, oh shit. Run over and hand Brandon his camera. We're over here like kicking it. That was wild though, because it went from like I've never worked with like a competition team.
Yeah.
Had an unfortunate accident to the point where it's like, oh, we have like 15 minutes, and we're like straightening the frame of a car, welding a subframe back together, like putting new studs in the rear end.
I'm over here doing new studs, new brakes, everything.
I'm riding somebody's like pit bike around.
Meanwhile, we're holding Brandon's camera, taking videos of everything. We're like, what are we doing?
Bro, if we had 5 more minutes,
We would have made it.
Not even 5 more minutes. I just remember like he's like, get over to the line. I'm standing on the line like trying to make any excuse. Like,
I know.
Can we like prolong? I forget who it was. Derek Madison.
Yeah.
He's like, I need to change tires. Like, you should let him change tires. I was like, you should let him do that. And they're like, we can't. I was like, you should let him change. And they're like, go change your tires, make it quick. And he's like, I'm going to take my time. I was like, bet. But yeah, we were right there. We got very close on that.
The whole car was done, minus getting the left front back together.
Yeah.
In an alignment.
Literally, if we would have had to put the wheel on and just done a quick alignment.
I think he could have won that.
I think he could have. I think at least he would have been a high place because he did really, really good in practice.
Oh, yeah.
Even on a car he didn't know.
I think that was his problem, was it's not an S chassis. That's what he drives.
Yep.
I'm going to say, too, like, you guys are seriously downplaying, like, how stressful this situation was. Like, to be honest, like, I truly was just standing around with, like, a camera, and I felt like I was just so in everyone's way. But, like, we were, like, camped out on the track.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
eating
with
peanut
the
butter
tent.
and jelly sandwiches on his trunk.
Yeah.
We were. Yeah, we
dirty
were. But, like, whenever the accident happened, like, it went from, like, 0 to 100, like, so fast. Like, I was not prepared for that. And just, like, the stress level, like, Mike drove his GX onto the track. And at one point, like, he was literally with, like, a tow strap, was, like, yanking parts of Brandon's car out, like, while, like, people were driving.
I'm underneath of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to Drift HQ, by the way, because they given us tow straps and hooking us up like random tools. I mean, I ran over to like Chris and Cricket. I was like, bro, I need some sort of a tow strap. I'm like, what? I'm like, car's crashed real bad. I was like, give me something to yank. Like,
yeah, we were like welding on the track. Like, you guys were welding, and like just the amount of work that went into this and like teamwork, it was insane. Like,
Dustin Miles is still wearing his race outfit.
He had to drive.
He had to go the next run, and he's like under the car, like,
he was
I gotta
working.
run.
Yeah, but like that shows like the amount of like team effort that went into it is like even in comp, like the other drivers competing, like they still wanted, you know, everyone to be able to drive, but it was extremely stressful.
Yeah, because who else was helping us? We had
Nathan St. John was there.
St.
I was
John.
there. Brandon's friend. What was his name?
Rudy?
Josh.
Yeah, Josh
and
and
Rudy.
Rudy.
Yeah, Rudy was about. He was gonna go too. And
Rudy
he's-
was going to town
Yeah.
under that thing.
Yeah,
He
he was
was.
going. And he had to drive still,
Yeah.
which was
Yeah.
gangster.
Dustin Miles.
We had all. I mean, it was a whole squad.
It was half the field.
That was the most fun event though.
It was.
So
Stressful,
next year,
but very fun.
you're driving that.
Should be.
I'm definitely showing up next year. Like I'm not
It's
driving,
cool.
but I'm definitely showing
Oh
up.
yeah, just come for the vibes.
next year.
It's
I'm not
worth it.
driving. Yeah,
I'm so mad that I missed this because like I hear you guys tell these stories and I've seen all the clips and videos and stuff like that. And I'm like so upset.
There's a full bar at the track,
Oh, yeah.
which is crazy. You can camp out there and just yeah.
Well, you guys can find me there. Have fun pulling frames and welding
No more of
subframes.
Yeah, we'll know where you are.
Okay.
Maybe I don't know, man. You seem like the kind of guy that might get a little drunk and get a little disappear.
Cheers.
we're gonna be losing Cody in like some weird crevice.
I'm gonna
I don't know what her name is, but she's gonna be a weird crevice.
Yeah.
talk to somebody. Be like, yo, let me
Not
in the
to
car
mention,
during
it
your
was
comp
like
run.
a small town in Indiana. There was nothing there.
It was pretty though.
It was.
Yeah, it was very pretty.
I don't think we had much phone service there either.
No, we
Hell
did not.
No.
Indiana is nothing but a cornfield, no matter where you go. And then
People
you
say the
have-
same thing about Ohio.
Yeah.
But it's not true. Indiana actually is a cornfield.
Yeah,
Like,
you have Indianapolis. That's it.
You're
Yeah.
scaring
Yeah.
me with that drink. Every time you do the head nod, it's like a tidal
It's
wave.
good,
Like,
it's good, it's
she's
good.
like, don't judge me right now.
She's a pro, man. She's a pro.
I am.
That was just a story being got to get out because that did not fit in with the last. It would have fit in with the last podcast. That's where they stopped us last one, is because we would
Because
have
we were going on 6 hours.
We were.
We cut out like 5 hours of footage.
Yeah, literally 5 hours, literally. I mean, what time is it right now? It's 12.
Oh, sick.
I work tomorrow at 8 a.m., so let's keep running it up.
Sick.
But we're going to have a little fun and just throw some conversation. So
Yeah.
we had an idea earlier, and I'm sure someone else does. Are going to be like, oh, we were comping, but we're just going to do kind of like a this or that segment, basically. This or
Or that. Yeah.
For that.
I don't know how else to like pretty or church it up. That's
We're going to have a this or that, which is where you discuss this
Or that.
Or that.
So now the rules
That.
have been explained.
Yes.
That.
I picked that.
This.
Fuck.
This guy.
Now we're gonna have a debate about and don't let us do this because we'll debate about
No,
this.
it'll
Or
turn
that.
into a conversation
It will.
anyway.
It will.
It's okay. We're just going to see where this one takes us.
Cody,
What
what do you got?
you want me to kick it off?
Kick it off, dog.
All right. Well, I'm going to kick it
And
off.
before we say, because we didn't even discuss the rule, we didn't plan any of this out.
No.
Before we
We
discuss
didn't.
rules, before we debate, you choose. Everybody has to choose,
Okay.
and then we can debate.
Okay. All right. One more idea. If we all choose the same thing, somebody has to go different. Just to
Ooh.
debate it.
Throw it down.
We have to just to debate it.
Yeah.
That would make sense.
Somebody has to go different.
Kyle will bait it.
Just because this will be all boarding. Kyle's good at baiting.
I know he is.
I heard he is. He's a
He's
master.
a real
master.
baiter.
The master of baiting.
We're gonna get blacklisted from YouTube. Like
There
fourth
goes the
episode in.
monetization.
And thank you everybody for watching our podcast.
See you
Gus.
later.
All right, so I'm going to kick it off with just, I think, the most controversial, which I think, this conversation has been talked about 1,000 times, but we're going to make it 1,001.
Turn your microphone towards your face.
Sorry, can you hear me?
I can hear better.
Better?
Oh fuck! It's like dang.
RB or Jay-Z?
SR.
No, RB or Jay-Z. We'll
Yeah.
get into that,
Kyle.
but
SR.
You know what I like, but for the question, Jay-Z.
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 Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm not going to disagree.
I
but Jay-Z sounds...
I own a Jay-Z, so
Yeah.
that's
Let
my
us hear
pick.
about the RB, Ryan
Yeah.
Litterall. Let's
Yeah.
hear how great it is. Sorry for that jab, but
All right, well, I don't think this is fair. I think Kyle has to disagree because is
had
he
an
the only
RB.
one that has owned an RB?
and he fucking hated that
Yeah.
car.
It was reliable.
Okay,
It was, it was slow.
It was an RB20.
Slow.
I don't even know. You can't even say he's owned an RB. It's an RB20.
It's an RB.
All right.
Yeah, it counts.
There was the worst one.
No, the RB20E.
Yeah, that's even worse. Single cam.
I mean, this is one right here that I think we can just basically all say that.
All right. This
Fucking
one-
RB.
this one's hard to-
Jay-Z sounds...
So good.
RBs do
best,
sound good too. I like the
But
sound of RBs, but
Jay-Z.
My RB only sounded good on the limiter, though.
yeah.
That's the only place it ever
wouldn't get
was.
there. It took 40 minutes to get there.
Was it anywhere else ever?
No.
Yeah.
Not really.
Your car sounds so good.
Thank you.
Jay-Z's.
Thank
I
you.
want a Jay-Z car. I'm going to say SR
Straight pipe 1J.
because I love SRs and I have an SR. I really want a Jay-Z car.
Jay-Z's are
Yep.
reliable.
I know.
Yep.
SRs are cool.
I got an LS car. I've never driven it and I've heard it twice.
It does not sound cool.
It sounds like shit.
Sounds like a truck.
It does.
Yeah, it does.
That Silverado 5.3, brother.
Yep.
All right, hot topic right here for me, coming from the stance world. Monoblocks or three-piece?
I think that's an interesting one because I have two different takes on it. And I think it just depends on how it goes. And I'll break it down. So I think from a driving perspective, Monoblocks, absolutely. But from like a style perspective, 3-piece. Like I mean, I'm rocking 3-piece, and then there's been times where I considered, getting rid of them and getting some like Graham lights or something.
Good,
but
though.
that's what I mean. I can't get rid of them. Just they look so good.
That's why you buy. That's why you have more than one car.
I know. But if you're like for any sort of serious driving, I think Monoblocks. But my heart lies with 3-piece. So if
Final
I had
option?
3-piece.
3-piece.
Monoblocks.
Monoblocks.
You guys look disgraced to me.
I want to be disgraced, but Deidra gives me shit all the time because you fucked me on this. Because I've always had 3-piece wheels. I have a few sets still.
Yeah.
But my 240 is just chilling on the monoblocks. And
It
dude,
drives good.
and that's the difference is like I went from strictly style car. And again, I had like my LS on 3-piece, my GTI on 3-piece, my FC's on 3-piece. All the cars I've had are on 3-piece. FC, 3-piece.
Mm-hmm.
But if I'm going to go drift the FC,
You break an
Monoblocks.
axle.
yeah, I think it's 18 by 12s
heavy,
all the way
man.
around. It's going to
Heavy.
break itself just functioning
Go
down
bend
the
tie
road.
rods as soon as you turn.
But if I had to say a final choice, 3-piece.
And I also will say 3-piece.
You hate monoblocks though.
Those are the,
Okay,
those are the states.
hear me out though.
Deidra has
I
the world's
love-
largest hatred for 57
No,
DRs. If you
okay.
like 57 DRs, Deidra doesn't like you. She doesn't like us, Kyle.
They're
I
pretty
don't. I
average.
think they're overrated. I honestly do.
Ooh.
I will say
They
I
are
love,
overrated, Kyle.
I have the black
The
chrome.
fuck they work.
I have the black chrome stage wheels on my car, and I absolutely love those.
Does it gangster?
But there's something about like building 3-piece wheels. It's just so much fun.
Yeah, you found that passion because when I bought your when we got your Dukes for the BMW,
We did, yeah.
you were hyped on that, and you
I
want
was
3-piece
super
wheels for
hyped.
the Z still. But that's the difference. Is like
Mhm.
if you could, would you have monoblocks as like drift wheels, and would you have like just keep nice tires on a set of 3-piece?
Like
put in your car?
cruiser, yeah.
Probably, yeah.
You know how gangster your car like 3-piece wheels?
I used to drive on 3-piece wheels.
Have you put them on that car?
On my current one, no.
Let's put my Viennas on it.
I think I test fitted my my VSXXs off the FD on them though.
Did you?
Yeah, just a test fit. They didn't look good.
Those ones didn't look good ever.
Because of the color.
Kind of made them look good. Got some bitches polished
Oh,
up.
yeah, they were pretty cool.
I will say that I did put some CRKs on my car,
And it looked hot, didn't it?
and they went hard.
yeah.
Like
Monoblocks.
they
It's just
didn't-
like it's a whole different style.
it is.
It's such a hard question to answer because I think if any of us said it, like if you're looking for a good-looking street cruiser car, Cody, you just unplugged our LED light. You
What was
twat.
that light?
My bad.
Brief
this one?
intermission. Yeah, he's over here like we're trying to make this place look like all sensual. Trying to make Kyle have some background color.
I can't reach.
Bitch, stand up.
I can't move.
I got you. Let me take my headphones off.
Oh, it barely reaches.
Yo, yeah, it's a tight fit. You got it?
I don't think it's supposed to reach. There we go.
We got it.
All right,
Sorry,
we're good.
that's my bad.
And this is what happens when things get informal on this podcast.
Now I'm probably out of frame.
Cody.
My bad.
You're
Look, I'm zooming in.
grounded.
Chody Beatwood.
Yeah.
Pretty good
Yeah,
to me.
Chody.
Chody.
My fault.
Go drive your Chodolite.
Yeah.
All right, Kyle.
I will, dude.
Name one. This or that.
Right over to your parents' house.
Oh, I have none. I thought you guys had the list.
No, we're making one up right now, top of your head.
If you can't think of one, I can go first.
Go.
There you
All right, gloves or no gloves?
That's like asking if you want to fuck with a rubber or none.
No, okay.
No to both.
Drifting with gloves or drifting without gloves. There we go.
It's no gloves.
I'm gonna say no gloves.
Nope.
You?
You can answer?
I said no gloves.
Oh, okay. Well, I will say I
Wrong.
got eczema.
I got eczema.
So I do have eczema, and actually I have a suede wheel too. And I've slowly, like at first I was like super against gloves, and I've started trying to wear them.
You stole my gloves.
I
I would
still.
try driving with gloves, but unfortunately they're not my gloves anymore.
The amount, no, they're not. They're mine now. But the amount of like control I feel like I have, I don't know if it's just like a placebo, but like
Just feels better.
it does. It feels a lot better.
Okay.
So I'm definitely team gloves. I say
gloves.
try it at least like on a Thursday or something. Try it one time and just see.
Okay.
It's
I'll
worth
have
it.
to try it. I mean, I don't know. They just feel bulky to me. I don't know. And maybe it's just the gloves that I wore specifically, but
It could be.
like I don't know. I mean, I have a suede wheel too, and I don't ever feel like it didn't feel any better necessarily. I don't know. It just kind of felt like they got in my way and they got kind of clunky. I feel like it restricted my mobility, but again, maybe I just used some shit gloves or something. But
And it's another thing you got
yeah.
to put on your hands before you drive.
It's true. It is true. Once
like
you're like
wearing
pulling
a
up to the
condom.
line, yeah, and you have to like
You're like, "Oh, I
tighten
gotta
them
put my
really
gloves
quick.
on."
Yeah, it does make it a little bit more stressful, but like You get used to it.
Well,
Definitely
and
get used.
it's hard for you too because your cars are always broken, so you're always working on them, so your hands are always covered in grease and oil and everything. And
With
Bro,
the
if I have
sweet wheel.
Loops it up.
if I have
Yeah.
one more factor that makes getting in and out of my fucking car any harder, have you gotten in my car yet? If you have to climb around a car that has Lambo doors, a roll cage,
Bucket
I
seat.
sit like a grandma in a bucket seat with a steering wheel touching my head, or chest. But yeah, no, it's not. I don't want to
not
worry about
easy.
anything.
Yeah.
And on top of that, I can't even remember to shut my fucking hood. So how am I going to remember to put gloves on?
You right.
That's just not going to work out.
You
Kyle,
take off, they blow out the window.
yeah, no, it's literally what it'd be. They'd be on my roof still. I'd be like, oh, no, you know what happened? Deidra would say, oh, I saw the gloves on the roof and I forgot to mention it.
so
Stop.
that happened to me, except not gloves and not anything I.
Yeah.
No, it was my friend's Ray-Bans.
Oh,
no.
$350 glasses.
Oh, that was at the track, wasn't it?
Yeah, so
I remember you're like, have you seen Ray-Bans?
Let's
Is
just-
this your chrome heart tags friend with the jeans?
No,
Okay,
not
okay.
him. But I'll make it even worse because this was at an event that he wasn't at. Him and his girlfriend were at the previous event, or no, maybe they were there. They were just there the day before. But regardless, they both had left their Ray-Bans in my car, and they left them in the glove box. And I found them, and I texted him, was like, "Hey, you left them in here," and he's like, "Okay, well, just don't lose them. I'll come get them, after the event or whatever like that." So what do? Of course, I wear the damn things because I look good in them.
Hey, you always look good.
Thanks, bro. And I wear them, and I just, no big deal, wore them all day. And I had a buddy come ask for a ride along. Buddy I hadn't seen since high school. And I took them off and put them on my roof to put my helmet back on, and obviously never took them off the roof. So I went on track, and it wasn't until we got back, we lined back up in grid after our first lap, and I was like, oh my God. I was like, and I'm looking all over. I'm panicking. We get back to the pits, and I'm like looking all through my pits, and I eventually am like, I left them on the roof, didn't I? So I ended up. I looked for hours.
Did
and
you
I
ever
called
find
him.
them?
Yeah. So
I thought you remember he said
I have a picture
smashed.
that you can put in the video, but yeah, I called my buddy and I was like, "Yo, dog, my bad. I lost your Ray-Bans." I was like, "I think they're out on track." I was like, "I'm gonna try to find them after the event. Maybe they fell off the car and are up against the wall or whatever." So at the end of the
It was
event,
probably Kyle who yeeted him over too.
yeah, I walk and I go on track after the event, and I'm starting to walk for him, and I'm walking all the way down the wall where you entered because I'm thinking that's where it had to fall off, and I don't see him. But of course, I'm looking for sunglasses that have fallen. And there's nothing.
There's just arrow all over the
Yeah.
place.
Yeah, dude. So I walk back, and it just by chance, I look down, and it's just these frames that are just completely flat. And on the one piece, you can barely see Ray-Ban right on the side.
Hey, at least you didn't have to buy him sunglasses.
Said I found them.
Found
Dude.
the glasses.
Yeah, I told you I'd find them.
You didn't tell him what
Do you
condition.
know when you go to like the amusement park, like we live close to Kings Island, so you go there and they have like these nets.
That
and
catch everything.
They catch everything, but like they never like grab the stuff and like return it to people. So there will just be like these nets, and it'll be like cell phones and like
Sunglasses, car keys, everything, yeah.
so many things. But that's like it's the same concept for drifting. Like if you lose something, it's pretty much
Sorry.
gone. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
gone forever.
Including arrow. Remember that one time your bumper got thrown away?
Yes.
You
Oh
were
my
like-
god.
You show up to Street League and they're like, your car looks like shit. You have to remember like somebody threw it away.
Yeah, so we touched on this in the podcast I was in, but I was getting used to driving a low car and having a fiberglass kit. I'm just not good with it. Like again, Irving, hit me up, dude. But
On top of Irving, if we can say something real quick, Canes.
Canes,
If you're listening,
Canes.
Or antisocial club because our house burned down because of them.
yeah, our house did burn down because of antisocial.
No context, but just,
like-
I want them to know.
I would fuck with some chicken right now.
I do
Yeah.
the box combo.
So
would
if
be killer.
Canes, if you listening, I got your fit on. Let me get that box combo with an extra cane sauce.
Totally watering.
Yeah.
But I shattered the bumper. I can't even remember exactly what I did to shatter it. I probably dirt dropped just like normal, but
Hell yeah.
yeah,
I won't let me drive his car because I said I dirt dropped too much.
I haven't dirt dropped in years.
I didn't dirt drop much last year. I had the one where I was behind you following and I jumped it like a fucking.
And that's how you destroy a bumper.
That was one.
That's-
the
I think
bumper
that's what I did.
The bumper already fell off before that on my car. 'Cause I was
okay.
dragging it behind me, so there's no excuse there. Kyle, I'm reading through these questions that people sent. So before this, people sent a what?
Wait, I want to hear what happened to Cody's.
Oh, I mean, I
It
just
got
went
thrown
to
away.
yeah, I just went to go
Okay.
pick it up and Like some people, they brought me some pieces, and then, well, no, they didn't even bring it to me. They just set it by the trash can. Like
I remember seeing
found
it in the trash can.
Yeah, I found it around and in the trash can, and then I only got like 2/3 of my bumper back.
And then you got a ton of shit for it.
Yeah, they got mad at
I
me.
remember that. Edgar was like,
Edgar was
he's
mad.
Like, your car looks like shit. You have no bumper. You're like, someone threw it away. He's like, you shouldn't have fucking gone off track and broke it to begin with. And you're like,
that's my bad.
fair enough.
Yeah. Then I got another one. Spent like 8 hours at your shop fixing it,
Then you break it,
and then
first day?
immediately broke it the night after trying to go get it alignment.
You didn't break it at the track.
No, I broke it going to get into Brett's garage.
That's what happens.
Yeah.
When you don't sleep.
Relatable. Yeah.
That was bad.
You don't have that.
That was a burp.
But yeah, they sent in.
Yeah, they sent in questions, and half of these fucking suck.
No, there's
I believe
there's
it.
some good
No, there's
ones.
some good ones, but like, Kyle, do you want to? I don't want to be mean because some of these people ask these questions. Squatted or lifted
I
truck?
saw
I'm not
that.
whistling diesel.
I know, I saw that.
Like
Wait, what's tots or ass? Why is that a question?
I think that
I'm
is
an
supposed to
ass
be
man.
tits.
ass,
Oh, okay.
ass.
It literally says tots.
Tots?
Like
Ass.
tater tots?
Ass.
I don't know.
Wait, those are for the this or that on mine, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, tots or
That's
ass.
what I got.
That's what it says.
Oh God, what? Oh,
Did anybody ask questions for me on your other story?
Yeah, you
I-
did
Or
check
were they
that?
stupid?
They were probably pretty bad.
Oh, probably.
Let's see. Sorry, people. They're never gonna send us questions again.
Probably. These guys are talking shit.
Let's see. What else? What's good
This
on here?
one says SR or KA.
That was
an
the
easy
one I was
one.
talking about earlier. Yeah, it's
How's
easy.
that a question?
No, you got to do it like this. So
How much money you got?
yeah, SRKA
That's true.
on a budget. So
What
it's
year
like,
is it?
That's true.
Come on, man. I don't know. What are we talking about here?
What year is it? That's what kinds of money it is, baby. Because back in the day, they were the same cars.
Yeah.
Oh,
But the thing is, we only got KAs because America doesn't like SRs. So why would you want the engine that nobody wanted us to have? Oh, wait, the other way around.
Backwards.
Yeah. Why would you want to keep the engine that America
See,
gave
the
us?
problem is
Yeah.
me and Kyle have a mild elitist SR
Yeah.
situation, so they know our answer.
SR.
They know our answer.
Hands
So
down.
I'm gonna be real. People asked me a bunch of questions, and I asked you all these questions. So I think I subconsciously read everybody's questions that they sent me.
Without even reading them.
Yeah, well, I read them,
and
and I
already
think I
asked them
just
all.
I think I just asked them from reading this. So thanks everybody. I appreciate
thank
you.
you.
Kyle's got a ton though. Let's see here.
I have another one.
Hit it up.
I know Kyle's answer.
SR.
Well, yes.
Agreed.
Pop-ups or Sylvia front?
It depends on the car.
ooh, I'm a
Is it
Sylvia.
If it's a coupe, it's a Sylvia front. If it's a hatch, it's a pop-up.
See, and I kind of agree with that. Kyle's car did look really good with the Sylvia front. It looks good with the pop-ups. It looked better with the Sylvia front.
I
Thing is,
agree.
They never came with a Sylvia front. So that's like putting an S15 front end on an S13.
It's
I
kind of
still
like
think that looks
good. I
Volkswagen
get that.
terms,
I
like
don't
putting
like
a
it.
Jetta front end on like a GTI, and it like looks. I just bit my lip.
Basically,
That
yeah.
hurt really bad.
If it didn't come on there, I don't like it.
If you didn't come on there, then I don't like
that
it.
either.
Okay,
I
I
don't like
get.
Cody.
Hates over fenders. Can't do front clip swaps.
Nope.
This dude is a purist through
I
and
hate
through.
it all.
Give him a pig nose and call it a day.
Exactly.
I
No.
get that though. That's a good answer.
Everybody just keeps going. How'd you win a car?
You
We just
know.
discussed that. Watch the last episode. What else we got here? Some of these are. What? Oh, somebody asked, is sim or real drifting funner?
Oh, I know. I read that one
Talked about
earlier.
What?
Definitely real life.
Yeah.
Oh, real life is more fun for sure.
like-
More fun.
Yeah, but sim
Not
is
funner.
fun because like it's free. Well, not. I mean, you buy your PC, but it's free to drive
Significantly
all
less
year
cost.
long. Yeah, you could drive 10,000 hours of driving where it costs you $5 in electric, whereas that's like 10,000 tires.
Yeah.
And plus, I could run into my friends on there, and it don't cost me any money.
You run into your friends in general, and it doesn't cost you any money.
I mean, it kind of does, but it's not as expensive on the sim.
You're not wrong. You're not
So,
wrong.
How
It's fun, but it's not real life fun.
I like sim. It's fun.
fun.
how well does it translate over from real to real life for you?
It's
lot.
great until you try to learn how to fucking handbrake.
It depends on the wheel too.
Yeah.
We talked about that in the group chat today. I sent you guys that video.
Oh yeah,
I literally had never. I had this theory that was given to me like the entire time. That's why I gave you the same theory too. And I'm gonna. At least you're trying it with Simbrake. But everybody always told me they were like, you need to learn how to enter with like a clutch kick. Don't touch your handbrake. Don't think. Which advice to anybody if you're gonna learn how to drift. Don't touch your handbrake. Don't use a handbrake. Don't think about a handbrake. Do
worry
your
about
first year or so without it. But also don't overthink it like sim. So I'd never touched a handbrake before, and I'm following Kyle in a tandem. And I came in a little boot scoot and boogie right behind him. And I was like, I'm going to pull my handbrake because I'm going to check up. And I'm like, I've done this in sim. I can do it. I did not think about it because I was like barely any angle, pulled it, bro. It shot me straight. I straight like all four off the ground, yeeted this thing. But I did land back on track, well, right next to track, kicked it back in and kept drifting the car.
next to track.
But bro, I puckered so hard, and I felt bad for Corey Olson. He was like right behind me, just got dirt blasted, and I was like, oh, that's so. Yes, some things translate with sim, some things do not.
Yep.
So I cannot drive sim. I can't. I've tried for hours and I just can't do it.
Trying to use a
You gotta
Logitech.
you gotta try for more hours.
Yeah.
I'm telling you gotta be like, damn, I put so much hours into this. I want to punch a hole in my wall and I want to quit and I want to throw my sim
And
rig
that's
away.
where you do more.
Then you do more and then you finally get it. I'm
That's her.
telling you.
I practice. I mean, I guess I don't have one, so I didn't practice for that long. But like, I had a week alone with one, and that's like all I did. But it was easier for me to learn to drift in real life, even with that crappy E46, than it was for me to try to play the sim.
Oh, I was the same way at first, but Kyle's got mine set up a lot more and like got everything set up with like Content Manager and Assetto and everything, and it's a lot better to drive now. There's a huge learning curve. I think for somebody who's going from drifting and then learning sim, it's really hard because the physics
yeah.
are different. I think somebody going from sim to driving, it's an easier transition because there is a lot of similar physics.
Oh yeah.
So I think there's like a
That's the thing too. You have to make sure your settings are like 100%
Perfect.
correct. Yeah, because it comes to the same issue where like if your drift car isn't set up correct, like you have to adapt your driving to match the car.
Okay.
It's the same with the sim rig. Like
Okay. Well, I mean, and I was, using somebody else's rig, so it wasn't like
That's
it was set to
probably-
me. But
spin that knob. Listen to that. Crank that, soldier boy.
It's falling on me.
You get it?
Kyle's over
We're
here
good.
sounding like a fucking whale.
It's like fucking Shamu over here.
I can actually see you guys now.
Free Willy. I know that's the hardest thing
Oh,
about this. I'm like
yeah.
just staring at a shaft.
I got your
I
one
know.
eyeball.
yeah, I can like
that was the view I had when I sat in
I'm
that
like-
chair.
Yep.
you gotta like
Trying
the
to
left
get a
side of your
look.
face look good though.
Yeah, but seriously, sim though, I think I like playing sim because it's fun, but it's definitely not the same. And it depends if you have a cheap wheel like your Logitech.
Bro,
I
don't
think it
buy
helps.
a Logitech
No.
G920.
No.
Some people swear by them, but I think if you buy a better wheel right away, you'll be better.
Oh, straight up. I mean, Deidra had that. We talked about the one. She had the bad habit she learned from that. But I went from driving mine, and Kyle's like, "Come over and play mine." I played his. I was like, "This is a whole different game."
I will
It's so
say
much
too
smoother.
though, Hannah, your wife,
Yeah.
she had the same frustration. She was like, I don't understand sim driving. She was like, I hate it.
Yeah.
It doesn't help me. I don't understand it. And then something clicked. And she was like, I love driving on the
Yeah.
sim.
But now when I put her on it, since she ain't playing so long, she hates it.
Ugh.
She'll play for 2 minutes.
She'll be
She's
the
like, I
same
hate
way.
it.
She
Yeah.
like inspired me. So that makes me sad.
I was really this. So you know what sucks? This is the first winter my sim rigs actually worked, and my fucking house burned
Yeah,
down
you
and
can't
I
even
my
play.
sim rig.
Yeah.
You were the
So
same way. She's like,
unfortunate.
"I'm so excited to play sim this winter."
But seriously, I was playing last night with a bunch of like friends from all around Ohio who drift, and we were all just hanging out for like, it was like till like 3 a.m. And they got to work the next morning. They were just
Okay.
playing all night.
So here's a this
Same.
or that. Assetto or CarX?
Assetto.
Assetto.
Okay.
Hands down.
I don't even play Sam Assetto.
CarX is fun for styling, like modifying. Though.
Okay.
CarX is like basically how you look at it is like Assetto is if
fun,
you're trying to throw it down
though.
with the boys. CarX is like you want to get a little fucked up and like
Yeah.
have a good
Yeah.
time. Like you want to drink a little bit and turn up. Like CarX, baby,
You could
throw it
drink to
down.
play Assetto too.
Because you don't have to feel bad about wailing somebody. And like
CarX
CarX,
is easy. It's easy to learn.
Yeah.
half the kids in CarX like 9 years old with a controller.
They don't
like,
care
let's
if you-
go. Assetto, you barely touch somebody and they're like trying, they're like
You get a
geolocating
DM,
you.
They're trying to kill your family.
Yeah, they're like you're getting swatted or something like that.
Yeah.
They're gonna like beat you up.
Damn. I feel dumb for asking that now because I agree, but at the same
No,
time.
I mean CarX. It
is
depends the
fun.
game. Like CarX, I learned when my wheel was messed up at first. I couldn't even play Assetto because
terrible.
the physics were so bad. But CarX worked on the wheel,
It's
so
a
I
good
played
intro
that.
to Assetto.
Yeah, it's a lot easier. There's some weird questions still going on here.
Miranda's question. Was
Somebody
okay.
just wrote dip.
Yeah, so I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but all right.
Sam
Yes.
Lucas.
I
What is-
agree.
Oh,
Yes.
that
Dip.
guy. Thanks.
Definitely dip.
you know that guy?
Yeah, he drives a Mustang.
Oh, dip.
Dip.
Sorry, dude. I think I saved. Okay, bro. I say there's like 11 of these. I literally think I saved the same 11 over and over.
Just kept taking the same
This-
screenshot.
That was an okay question.
Handbrake or left foot brake?
It depends on the situation.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
I don't think you can really chalk it up to one, but if you had to use one, left foot brake.
Yeah,
It depends on the scenario.
it depends. So me and Kyle we'll speak this one facts. Handbrake entry, clutch kick entry.
Yes. Yes.
It depends. It depends.
Your go-to.
Your
it's
car,
gonna make a lot of people judge you.
When I initiate in your car, I use the handbrake.
You want to know why? Because my car has no
understeer.
power steering on entry either.
As soon as you try to throw it, the car just goes straight. So I'm like, all right, handbrake it is.
Yeah, see, and everybody's like, "Oh, what's going on?" With like, dude, you've driven it does it, but I think it's that power steering just cuts out. Like
Yeah.
you'll literally like throw it, and it's like, "Oh, it feels good," and then you go to like throw it back, and it's like stiff as a log, and you're like,
Yeah.
you try to fight it, and all of a
throw
sudden
it.
it goes like right when you get off like any kind of like hard bankment, it's like, boom, and just that's why
yeah.
when we crashed, when Kyle crashed, I was literally like threw it, it felt good, and then it was like got tight, blew the power steering line, and just went and just yeeted it away from me.
Oh yeah. But
So yeah, I've been doing the same thing with mine.
but clutch kick initiations all the time.
Yeah, every time.
You just do a big flick and you're good.
If you don't know how to clutch kick entry and you're just doing handbrake entries, and just
If you throw enough angle, it's like using the handbrake anyway. So
if I find out somebody only handbrake entries, and you drift locally, I'm gonna take your handbrake off.
That's
You don't
so
need that.
weird.
I think locally everyone agrees.
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
slows you down.
Everybody agrees on the internet.
Yeah.
I cannot tell you the amount of people that I follow behind in tandem or
That
like
do.
in line
Handbrake
with,
on the
and I'm like, let's
initiation.
go! Oh, wow, that's a wild way to enter.
The
You're
handbrake
right.
every single turn.
Well, it's a whole different like I don't know. Do you agree? It's a whole different when you're following behind somebody. It's a whole different entry, like momentum. Like there's
When you're
not
following
you don't
somebody, yeah.
have that same
Yeah, because you're only going as fast as they are.
when they do that handbrake. It's like
Like, oh, I'm gonna slow down.
you're like, well, we'll see where it takes us anyway. So yeah, I think. What do you think?
What?
You don't. Have you tried? You left foot brake. You're doing some left foot brake donuts and stuff.
I have, thanks to Derek King. He taught me some gangster figure eights with left foot braking.
Hell yeah.
Did it help?
I don't know if it helped. It looked really badass.
I've seen videos.
It did. I was literally just doing a burnout and doing figure
Yeah.
eights and like left foot braking, and it like looked smoky,
Oh,
and it was
yeah.
like I felt like I was doing a figure eight like in slow motion.
I figure
That's cool.
it's easier to control.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
super easy to control. And then my car ate a cone and it disappeared.
You don't need
And
that.
we never found that cone
Yeah, we
again.
never found that cone again.
Disappeared.
It's probably somewhere inside my car.
Sick.
Question for each of you. Then I'm going to throw it down in the line.
All right.
See what you say. Cody, you
Yeah.
could have any drift car, any car out there, and I'm talking not like I want like an FD Pro car. I'm talking like chassis wise. What's your dream drift chassis?
S15. That was easy.
Ugh.
I've literally wanted an S15 since I got into cars.
Not that
That's
great.
why I'm so mad at him for getting
Yeah,
rid of
shut up,
that spec
Kyle.
car. Because like once I found out he got rid of it because it had overs, I mean I wanted to kill you.
He got rid of it
wanna
at
kill
overs,
me.
and Kyle
I
drove
wanted
it
to
like
kill you.
3
I
times.
did.
Yeah.
I drifted an exit ramp in it though.
Like I
That
was so
fun.
mad. You didn't even let me come over and see the car. Like I have never seen an S15 in real life.
He brought it over to my house like the day he got it.
No.
Yep, they're pretty cool.
Honestly, it was like seeing a unicorn.
Yeah, and that's like
'Cause
my dream chassis.
I think it was at that point I've never seen one in real life.
Yeah. I've seen
Maybe one or two.
I saw that real shitty one at Slaving off that one year.
Was it a swap or was
That
it
one dude had like remember that one had like all the camber. It was like whack as all hell.
Oh, yeah, I remember that
Oh,
dude.
it got
The
stuck, like,
tattooed guy.
everywhere.
yeah,
yeah.
sorry if that dude's watching, but that car fucking sucked.
He kind of disappeared off the face of the earth.
Yeah.
Sorry, dude, your shit's whack.
No, I mean like it's like I want an S15. It's like
I heard the car was very half-assed.
I mean,
junk.
did you see it?
I mean, it had a lot of camber, but
I mean, I'm a big camber guy, but like, it's like
it looked like it was very like rushed.
it looked like that RX-8.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
That thing killed itself.
That's like the
Fancy
bottom of the
pants.
list.
Yeah, that thing committed
Yeah.
its own suicide.
It did.
That was bad. Kyle,
John lived it.
chassis.
Realistically, probably an FD Arc 7 with a rotary.
Okay.
Damn.
My FD had a 5.3 and I hated it.
Your FD barely had a
And
fire.
it shot dog food out of
It
it.
did. I don't know what that was
That
about.
was
but
weird.
It did.
That thing caught us on fire a few times.
It did.
I had to go buy a fire extinguisher for the next drift event because I forgot about that.
I burned through every single one of my shop.
I know, including the one in my car that was in your shop. Yeah, I'm right there. I think I'm the same way. I think we both had that talk 1,000 times. I have an FC.
It's not an FD.
No, it's not an FD. It's cool. FD, the FD, I mean, S15's neat. It's cool. The FD is like my pinnacle car.
So I was gonna say the exact same thing about the FD though. I was gonna say,
Another
I
one
mean,
of those cars.
the FD's neat, but
Really?
yeah, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know why the S15 just stuck out to me, but and I'm not even an S chassis guy. Like, never in my life have I really cared to own an S chassis.
Damn.
Sorry, dude.
Like the first dude to drift to ever say that.
It's just
Yeah,
a
that
Japanese
is
Grand
sad.
Prix.
I respect
know.
it
Cody,
though.
Damn.
I mean,
kinda
I
don't
got
like
my
you
own
as much.
opinion. I'm sorry, but I'm just not a huge S chassis guy. I mean, I understand why everybody gets them,
They drive so
but
good.
but having said that, I really want an S15. Like,
Let's be real, me and Kyle will say they drive. Dude, chassis are pieces of shit.
Yeah, but they're easy to work
They're
on.
so dope because they drive so raw.
Wait,
do.
can I give my answer and then you can continue this conversation?
Ooh.
Because it's on the same topic.
I chose FD. What'd you choose?
S13 Sylvia.
Yeah.
So
Ooh.
continue the conversation.
No,
'cause-
that's the one. Deidra is so determined on that we have a rust-free coupe trunk in our shed, and we don't own.
Now you need a
I'm
coupe.
yeah, I'm hanging on to that until I get one.
Every
so-
time, like the price on those went crazy. I was like, man, we
Yeah.
should sell that. She's like, no.
We're
gonna
gonna use
get a
it one
coupe.
day.
Yeah,
gonna
I'm
get a
hanging
coupe.
on to that.
Yeah, you're gonna buy a coupe, and the only thing rusty's gonna be the trunk, and you're like, that's the perfect car.
Exactly.
I think Kyle's had like 3 coupes since I wanted a coupe.
Yeah.
And every single time I'm like, he's like, yeah, I sold it.
You'd be like, I just saw you got a coupe. Yeah, it's gone.
It's not there. I'm like, you were here like 30 minutes ago. He's like, yeah, it's
Yeah.
gone.
Already made my money.
It's gone away.
On my way to Kentucky to pick up another one.
I just want to say too, Nikki Jacobs,
Oh, bro,
which a
her car's
lot of
good.
people know who she is, but she lived in Japan. She's like active.
Yeah, she's active military. Air Force.
Yeah. And so she moved to Dayton because we have a Dayton, Ohio. We have an Air Force base.
Right, Pat.
Yes. So she moved from Japan to Ohio and she brought all of her crazy 240s with her. And
Including a Rocket Bunny one.
yeah, she has a lot of S13s and she set the bar very high.
The pink car is great.
She just had a lot of 240s.
Do you agree?
The pink and then the black one she had too. That car was great.
It was.
Had overs on it though.
Well, that's the pink one now.
Oh,
oh,
yeah.
is it really?
Yeah.
Wait, I thought she had a.
She has the black one, but that's the Rocket Bunny car.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
That one was
I
cool.
thought that was gray.
Yeah, it's like a gunmetal gray.
yeah.
Not it's not black.
But she did have that black coupe. Which
Yeah,
is now
the
pink
black one,
I remember
yeah.
that because one of the first times I met Nikki, she let me borrow her engine hoist.
Yep.
And I went over there and she like had that thing of like sitting out front, like dilapidating itself.
I
And
drove
she
that
brought
thing
it
with a hard steering wheel in it. It was so weird.
That sounds horrible.
It was pretty. it was
God.
pretty weird.
Fucking
I don't think I could have drifted with that though.
No, that would hurt. Imagine
Yeah.
catching that like
The point.
rib or like even the point, like, you know, like take a finger off. I'm good on that. Who's got the next question? Who's got something good? Doesn't have to be this or that. Just some question.
Bags or coilovers?
ooh.
Man, it depends the vehicle.
I agree. I think, yeah.
Bags.
Ooh, coming out of
I
the gate with
think-
just a hard.
Would you drift on bags?
Listen. With Bag Riders' new low
Coilovers.
series, is it the Slam series?
No,
What's
that's
it called?
air ride. That's super low.
The super low bags.
They're gangster.
I truly believe that you could drift a car on those and not have issues.
We're actually
I'm team
we're
air
gonna
ride.
test that.
I
You
have,
can air up speed
I
bumps.
have no experience with bags, so I find it hard to talk, but I like giving my opinion. So I'm still gonna say coilovers, even not having any experience with bags.
So my first experience with cars, I had my GTI. I was like, oh, a coil is short. Put coils on it. I had the coils on it for a week, and I bought air ride. I put on air ride. I didn't drive a static car again that I owned until my LS400 was static, and then I ended up bagging another one of those.
So my first bag car, I bought it, my FD. I sold the bags before I even drove the car.
You never drove
I
the
hate
car.
you for that.
I did. I pulled it out of the garage and it broke.
Pulled it out of the garage. We were pulling it with a fit.
Was that before or after I broke it? When I drove it.
I don't know. I remember I was sitting in it, and you were pulling it with the fit, and I had my hand on the shifter.
Oh yeah.
And the transmission cross brace caught the entrance to your garage, and I'm holding it. It was like,
That was the day the transmission broke. Or no, it was like the day I was selling it. The transmission mount broke as soon as I pulled it out of the garage.
yeah,
So
that
I
was
didn't even get to drive it.
because it hit
not
the
a
ground.
suspension
Yep.
issue.
Yanked it out of my hand. I thought I was about to lose a finger.
Yeah.
He literally was like pulling with the fit, and I'm in the driver's seat, like as he's
The
backing
shift
it,
knob's, like,
and I
wobbly.
had my hand like on the shift knob, and it was like, and like yanked it out of my hand because the cross brace hit like the lip in
Yeah.
his garage, and just took it forward. So that was rough. I could say I drove an FD
Basically, yeah.
in reverse with a broken trans.
That's an FD.
That car was wild.
It was.
That car, it still makes me sad you got rid of that.
Me too.
Kyle, you ever gonna get another pair of Crocs, man?
Eventually.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
This is my first pair.
Sitting over here, just giving a podcast with them in 4-wheel drive, just ready to
Holes
rock.
in the bottom. Look at that.
Someone just gives me like 500 views on this. I'll buy Kyle a pair of Crocs.
I need some.
I mean, you
That's not
won,
even a tall order because like 500 and I'll buy Kyle a pair of Crocs.
Pretty cheap.
you won
No.
Street League in Crocs, didn't you?
I think so. I drive almost every event in my Crocs. I've changed so many transmissions in these Crocs.
Those Crocs, they got some miles on them.
They do.
What other shoes has he worn?
I wear Vans.
Those blue Vans.
They're
and
black
they,
now.
Oh, they're black.
They were supposed to be blue.
Oh, okay, okay.
Those
they
are the ones
were
that Deidre's
blue.
always like, they looked really good on you.
They did. They matched your car
They
like,
did.
perfectly.
Now they're black.
Okay.
Sounds like every pair of shoes I own.
Yep.
I'm not working on cars right now, so like I'm actually enjoying like my shoes are staying nice. This is insane.
I'll buy like nice shoes. I'll be like, I'll keep these clean. And like the day comes, I blow a transmission. I'm like, I won't get them dirty. I'll change it and keep them clean.
I've ruined like 50 pairs of shoes with you.
Yep, they get fucked.
Yeah, you never.
No.
Deidra bought me a pair of like
Yeah.
half cabs and they were like pretty new, and I was working on the car and I like cut it with like the grinder and it was like all hacked and yep, that's what
That's how
happens.
it goes.
Do you guys wear safety equipment when you're using grinders and
We talked
stuff?
about this
No.
earlier. You go naked, you don't use a rubber.
Safety squints.
Yeah, safety squints.
He does not.
Oh, bro, are we talking about in the car with like a helmet?
No.
Like
Like when
cutting
you're working on
things.
like grinder
Grinding?
and
Oh no, so
No.
I do now. I do now.
Oh no, but you didn't. And every time he'd cut something, and he'd get like a shard of metal like into his like fucking cornea. And then he'd be like, "Oh my god, like my eye hurts so bad," and I'd be like, "Oh my god, like I don't feel bad
No,
for
there
you
was the-
because I literally told you to wear glasses."
No, you
and You
didn't.
didn't.
You did. I had the
So-
one time where I was. Me and you don't really.
No.
I'm gonna say I wear them, but we both like the whole roll cage, and we're like
Yeah.
squinting. You don't even.
Yeah.
You remember I was
I-
welding my bumper on my 240 and I was like,
yeah, watch
literally
the video
weld.
of Kyle working on his S13 because I literally have Kyle. I'm like, Kyle, close your fucking eyes. Or like, wear a thing. He's like, it's
I'm like-
okay, I gotta see. And he's like, just I'm
gotta see
like,
where I'm welding.
well, good thing he's blind tandeming behind me.
He's
like,
like, the sun is so bright.
yeah, he literally said that in that clip. He's like, the sun is. I'm like, what?
No, it's the welder.
Guess what? My bumper hasn't fallen off yet.
No, but we did mount it a little high.
It is a little weird
It's like,
looking.
have you ever seen his back bumper? We like put it
Yeah.
on. Me and Kyle were so proud. We're like, this looks good. We step back and we're like, oh shit. And it's like up like this. It's like, no, but grinder wise, yeah, I wear safety goggles now because I was working somewhere before and use a grinder and I wake up to go to work and I'm like, oh man, I'm tired. Like my eye doesn't want to open. Like, oh, it's like this. And I go into work. Bro, it infected my eye from a piece of metal, and I was in work, and I had to like pry it open, and it was like had stuff coming out of it, and it was like swollen shut and just like squirting stuff out. And after that,
That's
I was
disgusting.
like, so I'm gonna wear goggles now.
dude, I wear them every time now.
Thank you.
Like literally because I didn't. Okay, mine wasn't that bad.
It was
gross.
gross.
I didn't turn into like a zombie.
And I went
but
out to take a day off work. I worked the whole day like that. I was sitting at my desk like,
That's yeah. Like I caught something and it went up behind. Well, not really behind my eye, but like up really high where you couldn't get it, and it festered for like 2 days, and I couldn't get it out, and I finally had to take like a Q-tip and like pull my eyelid up and just shove it up there and like had to wipe it off. And but then it was like already cut, so then it was like another 2 days before it healed, and it was like, I mean, for the first day I couldn't have my eye open for more than a couple seconds at a time without it starting to water.
does it bother you to touch your eyeball?
No,
Nope. I wear contacts.
You guys are weird, bro.
I don't wear contacts. It doesn't bother me.
Deidre's like over here. She's like, I gotta put eye drops in. She's like, and I'm over here literally, bro. Have you ever watched me put eye drops in?
I can't put them in straight.
You
I
will
can't
watch
do eye drops.
the
I
struggle.
promise.
Really?
I literally sit here. Deidre laughs because I'll be like literally covered in like eye drops, and I'm like, I'm like shaking and like panicking, like it's like covered in stuff. The bottle's empty. That's not even in my eyes. I'm having like an anxiety attack. Like, I can't do eye drops.
Like as soon as I squeeze the bottle, I close my eye.
Yeah.
yeah,
so
and then
do
you
I.
like panic. So you're like
Really?
holding it open. You're like,
I can literally hold my eye open, like without
And
holding
just
it
drop
open,
it.
and just squeeze it and like be staring at you, and it'll just be like running down
freaks
my
me out,
cheeks.
bro. That's like a horror movie.
I'll sit
Yeah.
here and like poke my eye and everything, but I can't do eye
I
drops.
can't even do that. It weirds me out.
Really?
I can poke my eye, but if I had to get eye drops, they go into the side every time. I have to like look away and
I feel like I do that, then I miss.
Mine just goes where it goes. I'm just praying, like squirting stuff everywhere.
You're just like,
like just
Yeah,
grab
I'm
the
like-
bottle and just with a stream.
that's not what you think it looks like.
Oh, I'm gonna have fun editing that.
I'm trying to get you excited.
Oh, I've been excited.
You're aroused. That's
Yeah.
why. That's why.
Okay. I'm gonna change the subject.
Why? 'Cause you're talking about Kyle getting excited.
Yeah. So Kyle, we brought it to attention in the last podcast, but we have never seen you spin out in a car until you drove my car,
Oh, right.
my 350Z.
I'll spin.
I know.
You spun then.
You don't spin, but
It
you
is
spun out in
weird.
my car. So
don't
what
see-
happened?
And that's why, like,
'Cause-
I remember we talked about her suspension, and I was like, dude, it does not feel right. I was like, something feels off, and
Yeah.
you're like,
Yeah.
no, it's not. Like, you're not used to driving. And he drove like one lap. This thing fucking sucks. You
It's drivable, but it doesn't feel good.
gotta drive it now
It's probably a lot better.
because we put it has all rear arms and everything on it
Oh,
now,
yeah.
and Brett aligned it. It was like,
Yeah, I believe it.
did we try aligning that car ever?
I don't think so.
Let's say if we did,
We just bolted it together and drove it.
it feels a lot better, but it's still like
It needs real angle.
it needs real angle.
I need to.
So
just-
if you're like PBM or your
Yeah.
GK Tech or your FDF, Somebody give us an angle kit. Or let me win one like Kyle.
Dude, we
I
get
won a
tens
couple.
of views
win
on
me
this
one?
podcast.
I won
Tons of
tens.
exposure.
Yeah.
I had an FD kit for a 350Z. I won it.
Where'd that go?
I sold it. Well, that's $1,000 free money.
I feel it.
Shut the fuck up about free money. You've had more free money than I can even state. He's over here like $100,000 for the car, free money. It's like, fuck you.
They didn't have to work.
No. No, you didn't. Oh,
Nope, we're adjusting.
I'm gonna do it too.
I think I made yours too tight.
It's a little.
I adjusted that arm when Deidra was using it, and now it like doesn't want to
That's
move.
good. We're good now.
I wish people could see what's going on right now. So this podcast was intentionally intended for 2 people. And then we were like, let's have Cody on. And then we were like, let's have 3 people. And then today I was like, let's have Cody and Kyle on. So Cody's mic arm is currently held up with a ladder that looks like it's from like 1926 in my parents' basement. And Deidre's is held up by I couldn't find anything to hold it, a wine rack from my parents' closet.
So this video may look killer, but like,
Some hood rat shit going on.
Yeah. No, this is makeshift. Again,
In
we're
mom's basement.
recording this in my parents' basement.
Yes.
One day we'll record it in our house again.
I'm proud of it though.
Yeah. Looks good.
Yeah.
It does.
Don't
dude,
think
you
it
got
looks
a little dope setup going. Like, I'm genuinely impressed.
I feel like
Nice.
very professional.
I don't
Yeah.
know how to half-ass anything.
I can tell.
I
I
have
this is like $500 right here.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it gets rough. That's every hobby I get into. Like you go in my garage around the house and it's like there's a lot of things. It's because like I get very excited about a hobby. And I'm like, oh,
Ooh,
like this.
that'd be fun.
And I buy like everything I can for it. And all of a sudden I'm like,
Buy
Yeah.
once, try once.
Yeah, it's definitely.
you got to pee?
Yeah, I kind of do have to
When you
be.
chug the drink.
I know.
Oh, you're almost finished with that?
Sheesh.
Yeah.
Sheesh. We're at a
Sheesh. I don't
50?
have to work tomorrow, so
I do. For like 5 hours.
I'm
and never work
salary,
Saturdays.
So
Oh, cool. Flex. Kyle, do you work tomorrow?
Nope.
Cody?
No. I'm gonna be cutting this podcast up and making you look like shit on the internet.
The whole
Yeah, the whole.
Bring that thing
oh,
over
fuck,
here.
now it's on camera for me too.
Yeah, see, now you
It's
guys
on
all
camera for you too.
I got some
I'm just gonna put that on clip on a loop and just all 3 of us.
Like, give me your eye drops.
y'all said I had to pee, and I really do. So I'm gonna go pee really fast.
Okay.
Go pee.
Big time.
This is the informal podcast right now.
Yeah,
How many minutes are we at?
We're at 57 minutes.
Oh my god.
you only have an hour and 20 minutes on the SD card.
Nope.
I don't think we talked about
rambling.
shit. This is what happens when you just let us go freeform.
I know, but we got an hour out of it.
We did get an hour out of it. This was good. This kind of shit that's cool, though.
We
I
can
don't
do
know
this
if
all the
anybody else-
time.
Like, we could have more guests on. We're going to have a lot more guests on. We could talk more in depth about our lives, but I got really tired of hearing about everybody.
I know. I'm like kind of sick of y'all now.
Yeah, you going to go home yet? Or
I'm ready to not see you for another 6 months.
Yeah.
it's usually how this goes. We'll talk to you a lot.
Yeah. No, I'm excited to have Roy on here.
Same.
Like,
I'm
seriously.
excited to try to get Brett to talk.
I think Brett will talk. I think he will.
Do you?
No.
No.
I think the only way we're getting Brett on is if we go to Brett's house.
We just take everything and show up.
We could.
Yeah,
Just
we
not
should.
tell him. Just
Yeah.
say, hey, we got an alignment to do.
Kyle's
I
gonna be
got
like,
a doctor's appointment and then he leaves.
yeah. Kyle's like, I have a G for you, Brett. Come to the shop and look at it.
It's like
There's a
having an
whole podcast
intervention.
in there.
Like, you got to trick him.
We gotta like
Exactly.
roofie him when he walks in the door, and like he waits like a Saw movie. He wakes up in your weird caged room in your
Strapped to the
shop.
back.
He wakes up in the little like your like chain link fenced
Yeah.
room in the shop, and it's like, you will podcast. You will make this. It's good. You guys decided to drive this year?
Dude, I can't wait. I'm so stoked.
Hey,
Eh.
it's expensive.
Yeah, but
Very
like,
expensive.
You're gonna change your mind when your car has an engine in it.
That's
Yeah.
costing me a lot of money.
I know.
It really is.
You're gonna be excited when it has an engine in it, though.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Cost me over $1,000 to drive at an event though.
Yeah.
that does
That's why
suck.
you need a seat time car again.
I got my wife's Miata.
You do.
Yeah, but what happens when she starts driving it?
She's not.
Didn't you just sell a seat time G?
Yeah, but I sold it.
Yeah. You should have kept it.
But I made money.
You always make money on
Free
it.
money, man. Free money. Remember?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
Gotta love it.
Gotta
I
pay
need
my
to-
rent.
That's true. At that shop. By the way, if anybody knew, Kyle has a dope shop.
Yeah, he does.
He
It's
does have a really
actually
good shop.
rad.
It's big. Shout out to Kyle because that's where all my shit is.
Yeah, it's like 10 degrees outside. My shop's like a steady 60.
My car is the warmest thing in the shop.
Yeah, right in front of the heater.
I like went to go to my car. I was like, God dang, man, it's
like
like
100
smoldering
degrees.
hot in there. Yeah, you got a bunch of my stuff there.
Oh, yeah.
I gotta get that FC in.
You about to have my IS there?
I am.
About to
Really?
pull the drivetrain.
Refreshing things.
Are you gonna do it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're not doing media there, are you? Where are you going?
Florida.
Where?
Orlando.
Hell yeah.
Just gonna have a party, dude. Bringing some friends down there. Just gonna get fucked up, have a good time.
Treat yourself.
I know.
We all need to go on a trip.
Oh, dude. Yes.
Welcome back, Deidra.
Hey.
Hi. Well, we hit an hour,
Yeah.
and
We're kind of almost out of things to talk about.
no, I feel like we have a lot more to talk about. I'm just trying to dodge topics because I don't want this to turn into another hour because it will, and I need to save something
I'm
for
just gonna
later.
say, yeah, the amount of stories we have with like Kyle and Cody, like we could go on for hours.
Oh,
so
yeah.
they will definitely be.
The problem
multiple-
is people need to learn how to shut me and Kyle up.
Yeah.
You give us one story, we will make a story that was a 20-minute event in real life, an hour and 45-minute podcast.
Hey, we tried.
I know. We try to steer you, but it's your podcast.
Yeah.
It's hard to direct you because
and
it's
it's
like
interesting.
I'm sitting here just like listening to you guys.
Done some strange. We'll have to dive in deep into my build on the 240 one of these.
We do.
Yeah, that was a lot.
It was a lot.
That was how we bonded.
It was.
We became friends.
Chain smoking.
Chain smoking.
And
and
drinking bangs.
Yeah.
A lot of those.
Kyle formerly was a 2-pack a day and a 13 bangs.
I was.
And this is from 6 p.m. to midnight.
I don't know how I didn't die.
Them pink bangs. What
Oh,
were
yeah.
those?
The cotton candy bangs?
Cotton
Oh,
candy
cotton candy.
bangs.
Now all he does is drink sun-kissed packets and water. Everywhere I
proud.
look, I find sun-kissed packets in my house.
I'm a healthy guy now.
They were completely
Yes.
remodeling me and Deidre's house, and I'm still going to find sun-kissed packets in the house.
Dude, I sold my Skyline, and like 3 owners later, the guy's like, "Are these yours?" I'm like, "Yeah, those are mine."
You care to mail those back to me?
Yeah.
Still got powder in 'em?
I just took my car to get detailed, like my daily driver, and I'm pretty sure there were Sunkist packets
There
in
were.
there.
Probably.
Yeah,
Most
like
likely.
bottles.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we've driven that around.
Yeah.
We've taken that
Probably in
every
the
time.
back of your 240 too.
No, there's not just the packets. There's like 4 of these orange-filled ones in there. Because every time you drive my car, you have like that in there.
Oh yeah. Everywhere I go, I have one.
I mean, you
feel
brought
like-
2 with you tonight.
I did.
He's got more in the car.
I got one over there, one right here.
Yeah, literally.
Like 4 in the
I
car.
have a photo of you at Kroger with like.
Oh, like 10
amount of-
boxes.
Yeah,
You
literally.
gotta buy them in bulk.
So if anybody finds, if you guys want to give Kyle a gift, if you find Sunkist packets, like little powder ones, they have like Kroger and stuff
Orange
like
ones.
that. Orange ones. Send them to Kyle.
Yep.
He'll love you. He might give
Yes.
you a ride along.
I might.
Ooh. Kyle
Yeah.
loves giving ride-alongs.
I
If
do.
you just walk up and say, "Hey, Kyle, can I get a ride-along?" He will say yes.
To everybody.
Mhm.
That's another topic though.
Wait, hang on. Hang on. Kyle, I have never ridden with you.
Kyle fucking hates giving ride alongs.
Oh,
I know,
man.
he hates it.
Kyle fucking hates
I
it.
know, I was gonna
Everybody's
say.
first ride along with me, I hit something.
Do you want Deidra to ride with you? Last event, she rode with Brett, and Brett got smacked, and then Roy
Rode with
had the
Roy.
receipt in his face, and then
Oh yeah.
had the spin outs.
Wait, hang on. Kyle rode with me once.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that was scary. We caught some air.
How'd that go,
that
Kyle?
was
It wasn't that bad. We
Kyle's
just hit
like-
some dirt and we went flying.
that was bad. You don't have to lie.
Kyle's like,
that
I'm
was
done.
bad.
It was better than a wall. So
That's true.
He said, "Yeah, why don't you pull off track?"
I'm like,
He said,
I
I'm
would like
gonna
to
leave
get
the
out of here.
chat. Yeah.
You know the honest opinion though? I don't know if I've ever rode with Kyle.
I don't think you have.
I don't know if I have. You've driven my car a lot.
Yeah.
I think you've given people rides in my car.
Have you even rode in the car when I drive your car?
I don't think so. I think you've given other people rides in the
Yeah.
car. I think it's just kind of how it goes.
I
I,
just-
have drove with you. I rode with you in the Skyline, and I rode with you in the 240 before.
Those aren't fun though.
Remember that day you made me drive your 240 home after my trans blew, and you forgot
my
to tell
bald
me that the
tires?
tires, they weren't even bald. They were totally like, you gave me the car and it's raining out.
The tread was flapping.
Yeah, like they were like flailing, and I like heard noises. And Kyle gets back, and he goes, "You want to see the tires you drove on?" And then we got a photo the next day, and they're just totally just like metal, just gone.
no!
I was like, "Oh,
500
good."
horsepower in the rain.
I could have died. Yeah, and I was like getting on it. Kyle's like, "Don't get on it too much." I'm like, "Huh?" It's still ripping. I'm like, glad I didn't try to go too hard on it. But hey, we're gonna end this shit here.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
probably a
because
good idea.
Yeah.
we got a lot more to talk about. We're trying to hold off on topics, but again, this was more of a ramble, fun, just keeping it like that. We're gonna have more people on here very soon. I've got a lot of really cool people lined up, a lot of dope guests. These two, I mean, this is not going to be the last time these guys are on here. They're going to be in here quite a bit. We'll have some with Kyle and Hannah coming up. We'll let Cody sit in the background and lurk.
I will.
He will. Don't
All
worry
the way
about
back
that.
there.
Yeah, he'll just be back there like that.
You
And
and me.
you're gonna be. Why would you say you're? It's Kyle, Hannah. It's
No, I'm saying like me and Cody will be like lurking.
Yeah.
That's
we'll
what I
hang
was
out.
saying.
Yeah.
We gonna be lurking in the back.
you're in the podcast with Kyle and Hannah.
I know.
Why you
I'm
gotta be lurking in the
I'm
back?
still gonna be lurking.
Be lurking. But that's it. We're done.
Yeah.
Episode 4. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoy. This is just more of a fun conversation. There's going to be a lot more stuff like this. If you have questions for the next podcast, we'll try to build in a question segment for whoever the guest is. I'll try to give a little bit of heads up next time instead of just giving you like a few moments and saying, hey. But thank you. Again, like, comment, subscribe. Not just our channel, also
Yes.
Kyle's.
Hello.
I'll tag that in there, Runaway Garage. And then
It's just my name.
it's just his name.
It's
Cody
Instagram.
Cheatwood.
Cody Cheatwood.
All my socials are that.
Chody Beatwood.
Cody Beatwood.
You should really make a YouTube that.
Oh my gosh.
I want to see a Chodelac.
Yeah, I do
your
too.
Instagram.
I do too.
If I can find a picture of it,
You need to post it.
Yeah.
yeah, I will. Okay.
Please.
If I can
What,
find
of
a
the
picture, I'll
Chode or the
post it.
Cadillac?
Both.
Whichever one I find first, man.
Depends how many drinks he
Yeah.
has in Florida. But thank you, everybody. I appreciate you. Peace.